afternoon, race fans. Pirate here. After my shenanigans yesterday in the manufacturers, feeling like I know what I'm doing, which I don't. So I'm going to have a go at some daily races. Qualified with a pretty shitty 146 something, 46.9. You'll note I'm still a B-rated driver, despite the fact that I haven't finished one race inside the top 10 in a B-rated lobby in the last 15 races, and I was a very, 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 very low B. So clearly PD is freaking stupid. So I'm going to get murdered, probably again. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll get dropped down to a C lobby and we might see some better racing. But let's go, let's have it. I'm not going to talk as much, I'm just going to crack on with it. Let's see what sort of bellends turn up today. Gone for the Porsche 911. I'm going to start on the softs. I don't know how long the softs are going to last, but I do know I have to run the hards at some stage. I'll probably next time out start on the hard compound sides. We will see what we will see. And get away. So here we have it. I'm last. So nothing to lose and everything to gain over the next 10 laps. Wish me luck, people. Right, let's have this. Wow, it's a lot of Swiss in the lobby. Don't know what's going on with that. Don't know quite why this. Maybe there's a reason for it. Rolling start, of course, which I don't particularly like. I think it puts you at a disadvantage, but there we go. Okay, 10 laps of Watkins Glen. Let's have some. Be careful through there. I don't want to get caught up in any shenanigans in turn one. Loads of slipstream for me. I've got 15 cars pulling me up the hill. I'm going to brake a little bit earlier here because I've got a feeling, well, 16 doesn't go into one anyway, but a little bit earlier. There's one in the wall already. Place gained, round the outside I go. Oh, didn't quite get that done. Got it done that time though. Oh no, I didn't. It's still there. He's a bit bumpy, isn't he? Let me serve up. This guy's not easy to get around. Difficult to tell on that one how much quicker I am because there's so many cars here. Or slower I am, should I say. I mean, if qualifying time suggests anything, I'm a lot slower, but there we have it. Penalties there, I think. Good run out of there on the Mr. DoorDash in the Toyota. Otherwise, got camera written on the car. It's a freaking Lexus. Okay, I had the inside there. Tried to cut me off, didn't work. Look in your mirrors, dude. Very nearly got sent to the wall, but survived that little escapade. I know I can't go quicker through that chicane. I just want to kind of be cautious when there's so many cars about early doors. Last thing I want is to pick up a penalty or to fuck up somebody else's race. Oh, that's an interesting way to take that line. Did not mean that, but what an overtake that was. That's one for the show reel. Another car off the track. See, I don't know if any cars are running hard compound tyres. I mean, this could look absolutely amazing at the moment, but if I'm the only one on the softs, then too slow for there, but we'll see. We will see what we will see. To 11th, still a long ways to go, see 3 laps in, so I want to keep an eye on the tyres. I don't think fuel's going to be a factor, in fact it's not going to be a factor at all, so I don't have to worry about fuel saving. I don't have to worry about my tyres. I've obviously got to change for the hard compound tyres at some stage. Don't know when I'm going to do that yet though. Penalty server right there, and that is a really silly place for them to ghost out, to come out of ghost right there, coming into the corner like that. If they're going to insist ghosting's on, top 10. Right, so some were running on the hard compound tyres, some were running on the softs. Disconnection. Bumps me up to 8th. How about that? Love it. When you're as slow as me, you're relying on disconnections to gain you places. Ideally, I don't want to be finishing at the top half. Ideally, I want to drop down a lobby to see. Just purely because I don't think I've got the pace in B, but clearly I have. I'm hoping these guys are also on soft compound tyres, because if they are, then my pace is pretty good. Looking at my lap times, I don't think that they are though. I did a 46 something in 49, I think it was. In quali, obviously race pace is going to be a little bit less. But oh, that's harsh. I apologise for that. Sorry, a little bit late on the brakes. I'm going to have to let this green dude through. I had to back off. I couldn't rightfully kind of follow through, could I? No harm done. He didn't lose out, just me. Right, they're going into the pits. They're both on, one of the soft ones on hard. Interesting. Got a couple of laps left on softs, I think. Oh, that might be a penalty. I hated this racetrack when it first came out, but it's growing on me quite rapidly, actually. second half of the racetrack, not so much. First half, I ain't got a problem with. And what gear I thought I was going to be in there, that was wrong. Picked up a penalty so far, so that's good. 49.1, my quickest lap so far. I have a feeling when I go on the hard compound tyres, I'm going to be in trouble. We'll see. I was going quite so slowly through there. Do I go for one more on the softs? Do I dare risk it? I don't seem to be lacking grip too much, so I'll go for it. The only problem is, of course, it's the last day of the dailies, so by now, anyone doing dailies has realised the tyre things. Then we're not going to get too many people getting penalties at the end for not being able to read, which is always good. It's good on a Monday if you're capable of reading, because you're going to pick up a few positions extra, because some people aren't very good at reading. So I'm up into the top 5, but when I pit, I'm going to lose loads of places. I think I'm going to be down in the bottom 13 or 14. I don't imagine I've made up too many places here. You can really abuse these the chicane here. Car behind me coming fast. Why are you coming fast? Because he's quicker than me, that's why. Up the inside he's going to come. I'm not going to make it easy for him, but I'm not going to fight too hard with the GTR. I'm not having much luck with GTRs this weekend, am I? It absolutely fucking ripped a new one by him. Oh, back end gone. Okay. In the eternal answer to the question, how your tyres doing, mate? That answers the question quite well, I think. Not great. Couple of corners to go and I'll be able to go in. Just need to be a bit careful when turning left, because I have no rear, turning right, because I have no rear grip on the left hand side. Or maybe I should have come in a lap earlier. Right, so realistically 6 laps on the softs is the way forward. I do like that mandatory tyre thing that it's got on there. Actually, to be fair, I don't like it because it makes it easier for the people who can't read to not make an error, and obviously then costs you the benefit of having that advantage. Right, let's see. I am way done. So actually, I've made up 2 places, and that is purely down to people disconnected. Oh, that is a fucking crock of shit. Oh well. Well, if I wasn't last before, I fucking am now. But I think I might get my wish and finally drop down to the C lobby where I belong. What an absolute crock of shit. The car kind of threw me onto that on the way out. I was going to say I'll have a couple of laps of a possibility of racing some guys, but obviously not, because when I serve this penalty, I'm going to be so far back that you won't be able to see me, and I probably won't be close enough to even finish the race. Oh, hang on. Okay. Rage quits! Finish him. I figure if I'm going to do it, Phil, I'm going to do it right. Penalty in, penalty out. The penalty in, I think, was a bit harsh, but although I am aware I did click the line, but I thought it was a bit harsh. But the penalty out was absolutely out of my control, because the car just throws you onto that line. To be fair, yes, I could have reacted quicker and not allowed it to touch the line, but fuck me. It's close. So, if anyone has watched any of these and thinks, oh, this guy's just like, he's just pretending he's rubbish. No, I genuinely am rubbish, you can see here. Yeah. I don't know why I'm going down the second gear there. So I've lost all my rhythm now. These hard combat tyres are awful. Right, so, next race, hopefully he's going to be in a C lobby. That would be the ideal. And I'm going to start on these awful hard compound tyres and do 4 laps, and then I'm going to come in and do softs. I suppose I could do 5 laps. Sorry, 3 laps, because I did almost make 7 laps. No, I think no, I'm not going to do. I'm going to do 4 laps, and then just do 6 on the softs. Right, 9 seconds is the gap. Nearly 10 seconds. Can I close it to something a little bit more respectable? The answer to that question is probably no. Oh my god, the understeer on these hard tyres. Oh, I hate them. I hate them so much. These tyres are awful. Oh, see you later. Just don't feel like they've got any grip in them at all. I mean, I know they're not supposed to be as grippy. Ah, fucking penalty, man. Suck it, you big fat penis. You were saying, Phil? Minor errors? No, massive cock-ups. Just in case anyone was wondering why a commentator has chosen to race more, it's got nothing to do with the fact that yeah, I think I can get faster, because I don't think I think I've found my level. I think this is about it, to be fair. But I would like to understand racecraft a little bit more, and the best way to do that is essentially to race more. The more I race, the more I can understand racecraft, the more I can not call people a bellend for making a move when actually it's one of those things. I think you're right, Phil. I think I'm braking like I'm on soft compound tyres. And to be fair, it should be easier for me to find the right place to brake. I've got the freaking brake markers out. Don't know why I changed up there. Right, 15 seconds is the gap. This is a little bit embarrassing, but at least I've got one little bit of footage of that slide overtake that I absolutely did not mean. But I'm going to claim it, and I'm going to put it in my bank of look at the really cool stuff I did today. I don't know why I keep going to the right hand side there, because it helps to understand the racetrack better as well, doesn't it? I was contemplating, because I had a really good time with that Alpha yesterday, I was contemplating going for the 4C again, but I am acutely aware it's not that quick a car, and I wanted to give myself some advantage. So there we go. That is the penultimate lap completed. Final lap ensues. I'm not going to get lapped, which is a good thing, I suppose. But no, it started off all right, I suppose. But full sense of security, obviously being on the soft compound tyres, kind of fooled myself into thinking I was doing better than I was. So hard compound tyres it is for me to start from now on. I wanted to start with soft, so I had some idea of how far they could go. I didn't want to start on the hards and then end up doing 2 or 3 laps more on the hards than I needed to, because these are horrible. Nearly there, and the pain is finally over. If the rest of Black Flag want me to take all the decals off the car, so this lot don't associate me with you, I'm quite happy to do so. Right, there we go. 10 out of 10 laps done. That was you say 5x5, but I reckon I could do 6 and 4 because I hate those hards with a passion. I suppose if I spent some more time on the hards, I might get better with them. But yeah, you're right. That was woeful. That was absolutely woeful. Right, so I'm going to save the replay, as you do. And I'm going to exit. I'm not going to congratulate anyone because I don't care. You can't run mediums, Phil. You've got to run soft and hard. They're the two mandatory tyres. Okay, next one's in 10 minutes. I will return for that shortly. have returned with drink in hand, and no, it's not one of my many cans of Monster. Big shout out to Monster and to NCU for sending me nearly 100 freaking cans of the stuff I don't drink. Yeah, about 3 cans have been drunk, and that's by other people who don't even live in my house. So it might last a while. There we go. About 3 minutes till the race starts. So what I'd like you to have a look at in the meantime is some of this. This is coming up very soon. Tuesday night. The Amazon delivery, right when I least expected it. Where were we? Still got time, there's only a minute left before Watkins again starts. But I need to get back in the chair, of course. And because I'm fat and got bad knees, it takes a while. Anyway, it can't be worse than last time out, can it? Surely it can't be worse than last time. Started, well actually, I did improve by 2 places. I didn't check to see if I'd actually gone down to Lobby C. And you might think it's counterintuitive for me to drop down to Lobby C, but I think it gives me an opportunity to race among, or at least race in the midfield a little bit more, rather than be at the back and pushing too hard and making silly mistakes. But I don't know. We're gonna go on this little adventure over the next few weeks and see what happens. It's either going to go very wrong, or and then I'll stop doing it, or it's going to go right and I might get a little bit faster and gain a bit of insight into what it takes to be a proper racing car driver. How about that? Do you know, I've got a very expensive microphone, but it's fucking shit. Anyway, let's go. It is that time. Right, change of tyres, don't forget. Start on hard compound tyres. Oh, don't do that, and do that. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to go. I'll see how the pace is. I might go 5 and 5. If I'm really struggling, I'll go 4 and 6. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm still in a B lobby. It's all B as well. There's not even like any high level C's in it. It's all B, and I am 46.9. I'm a second off the pace, which just goes to show how stupid this lobby system is. The difference between pole at 44.2 and the guy in 16th is nearly 3 seconds. Thank you, PD, for incredibly wise programming. There we go. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So maybe the lobby you go in should be based on qualifying pace as well as your DR. Although I'm acutely aware that might mean people will sandbag. I suppose you've got to account for idiots, haven't you? Right, let's have it. I'm in last, so again, I'm looking to improve. Well, we'll see. We'll see how badly this goes. So 10 more laps at the Glen, and then I might go and have some lunch. Yes, I know it's late for lunch. I don't care. Right, let's do it. We'll avoid any shenanigans into turn 1 yet again. Anyone that's admiring my livery, I don't know if you can see much of it. Big shout out to Slipstream, one of our drivers who does all of our liveries, and I'll tell you what, he's bloody good at it, because they're awesome, every single one of them. Apart from the one I used my 4C yesterday, I did that. First disconnection gone. That suits me lovely, because that means I gain a place. That wasn't a very good corner at all. Couple of penalties being served, I think. Certainly a couple of people ghosting. Just want to stay in touching distance. I know I haven't got the pace to beat these guys, but if I can stay in touching distance, a few people have some comings together, I might, just might, be in a half decent position. For me, that is, at the end of this race. I need to slow right down because that's going to be a penalty. Cock. Yeah, penalty. Don't need to be picking up penalties at this stage. What I need in the daily races next week is a track that I like more and that I know better. The problem I've got with the Glen is that I don't... Well, it's not I don't know the track, but I don't have the track at any kind of pace. Interlagos yesterday, it's a track I know well, it's a track I really like. So I was able to do something and think less about what I'm doing and where I'm doing it. Here I'm constantly trying to second guess myself at how to take the corners and shizzle. I'm hoping a couple of these cars ahead have some penalties as well. I've got to improve that corner, really have got to improve that corner. There's a penalty server there, serve mine. Well, at least it means I've got someone to chase still. Wrong gear completely. Hoping they picked up a penalty there. I suppose somebody's got to be last, isn't it? Might as well be me. Big note to all the rage quitters out there that every time they're not doing so well, that exit the game and cry like a little baby. Notice that I've started last and I've finished last, and I've got the same thing again here, and guess what I've done? I've just stayed in the room and got on with it because I'm not a little baby. I've got a good run on this guy. What's going on here? He obviously had a really bad corner. Guy ahead had a bad entry as well. I've got a run on him. Unfortunately, nothing I could do about it. I just wasn't close enough. It's not an easy track to overtake here, to be fair. So kind of rely on people doing that. Oh, that is a fucking horrible move. What the fuck he thought he was playing out there. Yeah, I was on the inside line. He was going wide. He fucking cut in on me. I don't know if he was clipped by somebody, but I hope he rage quits now like a little baby. Likelihood is he's gonna think it's my fault and then try and do something to me. But obviously, it cost me a run on the German. Look at all them Germans. It cost me a run on that German there, Ice Flavour, whatever his name is. So, place gained, and yeah, it's going alright in a minute. Not quite close enough to be picking up a slip from these guys. I'm kind of hoping they have a bit of a coming together, and the chicane would suit me lovely. I notice a lot of people take a much wider line around there, and I'm wondering whether I should be doing that. No, I don't take a very good line round there at all. Penalties, anyone? There's one up ahead. I don't think it will be close enough though. But at least he served it off the racing line. That's good etiquette, that is. Come off the racing line to serve your penalty. So wary coming out of there, because you clip the wall and you're fooked. Many people going in here at the end of lap 4. I did say I'd either do 4 or 5 laps. I'm going to go for the 5 and 5, just because it's not too shabby at the minute, and I want to make sure I've got a little bit of grip towards the end of the race as well. I hope he gets a penalty for that. He's well off the racetrack. He probably won't. It's usually me that gets the stupid penalties. Now the key is, obviously, when I go in, I've got to be so careful not to pick up a 6-second penalty. So it's actually worth going a little bit slower into the pits to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, cock that up. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, surely. Despite the fact it's cost me time, I think it's going to give me a penalty. Yeah, it does. So this is where the penalty system's stupid, is that you get the penalty even if you lose time for it. I've got no benefit out of that at all. I don't know what's going on here. The car just would not turn. Dirty tyres. Yeah, so I've lost loads of time already. Got dirty tyres, and it wants to give me a penalty, which is just fuckery. Shit game anyway. So penalty served. So I said it was going well, but obviously not. Alright, I'm going to get rid of these hard compound tyres now. Try and get some sort of rhythm back in my race. Fuck that up. Hang on, I'm going into the pits. Right, it definitely didn't go outside the fucking lines there. Just got to be careful on the way out. Soft tyres, no fuel. Okie dokie dokie. excuse me. So, order restored. I am plumb last, of course, which is fully to be expected because I'm shit. Right, I did not touch any of those lines there. And successfully out. There we go. Let's see if I can put in anywhere near my qualifying lap of a 36.9. Well, 8.6 seconds of gap to the guy ahead of me. I don't know if he's pit or not. Only one way to find out. Right, a whole gaggle of people into the pits there from the leader of this race. Well, I'm certainly closing on Winkleberger, but I don't know whether that's luck or judgment at the moment. Okay, this is the first time I can find out what sort of pace I've got. I think I did alright there. Right, gap's opened up again, so clearly I wasn't doing that well. To be fair, all I'm really demonstrating here is that the lobby system and the way that they organise the lobbies is very poorly done, because you can clearly see that I have no discernible way of keeping up with these guys. Absolutely no discernible way. And yet the lobby, the programming continues to put me in a race with people that are clearly 3 seconds a lap faster than me. Now I imagine, don't hold me to this, but there are people out there that are of a similar pace to me, and they might not necessarily be a B ranking, they might be a C ranking or even a D ranking, but surely they're the people that should be racing together. And I don't think you necessarily have to do it off of a qualifying time. I think if you can have 2 or 3 races which set your kind of rank, set your level, and then from there it then allocates you a lobby based on that. Similar to the F1 2023 model, for anyone that's played it. So now you get a essentially licenses based on completing certain tasks. So you've got to be able to win certain races at a certain pace and that kind of thing. And then you're assigned a lobby based on that, and it's based on your overall ability, not, you know, one-off lap pace on your favourite track. Because me being in this B lobby is essentially, I'm a victim of having a good run one week at Bathurst in the Alfa Romeo. I'm being punished for being good for 1 week. That's an Israeli driver ahead of me. It's 5.8 seconds. I'm not going to catch him though. I wonder if that's quicker. Final lap, maximum effort. 47.5. I think that's the quickest lap I've done, racing lap I've done thus far. We'll try cornering in third for a bit and see if that helps. Just seem to be a bit not being able to get the power down quick enough coming out of these corners in second. Closing on him, I just don't think I've got enough time. That was an awful corner, absolutely awful. Don't know why I double shifted there, absolutely unnecessary to try and full save here. Oh, fuck off. There we go, another race done. The big question is it just purely a lack of ability on my part? Or is it a lack of ability subjectively to the guys I'm racing with here? I'd like to think that I'm not that bad and just I'm up against people that far in excess of my ability. Well, not far in excess, but in excess of my ability. And yeah, I'm often quite critical about things like the way that lobbies are sorted out. It seems patently unfair to me. But there we go. I am finally now a C-rated driver. I mean, it's dropped me right down. Something you should have done ages ago. What's up, Bellend? I'm going to do one more. I wasn't going to. No, actually, I'm not going to do one more. I might do one later. Yeah, I'll be back on later on and try and do a couple of races at sea and see how it goes. But what we've learned two things. One, I'm shit at Watkins Glen, and two, the Sony and PD ranking system in order to allocate you into the lobbies was written by somebody who, when they're not writing code, is licking windows. But I've been Empire. This has been an absolute fucking travesty of a couple of laps, for 20 laps around Watkins Glen. And I'll catch up with you later. Don't forget to, you probably don't like it, but like it anyway, because it makes me feel good about myself. And send it to your friends and tell them that you know me. Or don't. Laters.